Worthy ones, have you ever told yourself you're going to go after a dream, but you never get started? Maybe you started a New Year's resolution and you find yourself doing that same resolution over and over again, year after year. And it seems like you just cannot get started or you cannot sustain that goal, so therefore you never accomplish in your life. If that's you, it's because you are lacking SMART goals. What's up, it's Gene, your coach, motivated impact storyteller. This is Gene's Motivation. I want to do a video series about behavior change, and that's just a part of being self-disciplined. See, in order for you to make your dreams become reality, you have to change the behaviors that are keeping you from being productive so you can make your goals and dreams become a reality. So what I'm going to do in this 5-video series is I'm going to talk to you about behavior change and the steps you need to take in order to make those things happen. And the first thing I want to discuss are SMART goals. Now, if you've been on my page, you've probably seen me coaching one of my self-discipline coaching clients, and I talked to that individual about the trans-theoretical model, which is the pre-contemplation stage, the contemplation stage, the preparation stage, the action, and the maintenance. See, a lot of you all that's watching this video, you have probably been at the preparation stage. That's when you have a goal you want to accomplish, you have a dream you want to accomplish, and you have been preparing yourself. But the problem is you start taking actions and then you find yourself going back where you was in the beginning, and that's not taking any action at all. And see, a lot of y'all, the reason that's happening is because you don't have no SMART goals. So what do I mean by a SMART goal? Well, SMART is an acronym, and it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. And so what I would like to do is give you a scenario so you can understand exactly how you set a SMART goal. So the other day I was in the store, right? And this is the individual I talk to every time I go in there. And he has a dream of being in the wine industry. He's very knowledgeable. He's very passionate about it. And he's been talking about starting a YouTube channel. He's been talking about one day having his own business. But the problem is he seems to never get started. So the other day we was having a conversation. I said, hey man, how's everything going with this dream with the wine industry? And he said, Gene, I still haven't got started. I'm still passionate about it, but for some reason, I'm not making it happen. I say that's because you are lacking a SMART goal. You don't know exactly what path you're going to take to make that dream become a reality. And see, I could tell he was kind of confused, so I start explaining to him what I meant by a SMART goal. You see, this individual did not have a specific day that he was going to start that dream. So if you don't have a specific day, if you don't have a specific task, if you don't have a specific time, there's no way you're going to make it happen. See, as long as you have a dream in your head and you don't have it written down, there's no way you can be committed to it. So in order for you to start setting a SMART goal, you must be specific on what it is you want to do. You must have a task and have a day you're going to actually start. You see, another thing about the SMART goals, you have to have something that's measurable. See, in this situation, if he wanted to get involved with the wine industry, he could have said to himself, you know what? Every day I am going to read something online for 5 minutes about the wine industry. See, by having something that's measurable, by telling himself that every day, whether that's 3 times a week, whether that's 5 times a week, that he's going to put 5 minutes into that dream, that gives him something that is measurable that can help him move towards that dream. And now, it has to be something that you know that is achievable. Can you actually do 5 minutes every day? See, in order for you to set a SMART goal, you got to have something that's achievable. Can you actually be committed to it? Is it attainable? Is it something that you commit to on a daily basis that can move you towards your dream? Now, the next thing is you have to be realistic. Can you really do the things that's necessary to move towards that dream? Is the goal that you're setting for yourself realistic to you? See, he couldn't tell himself that, you know what, today I want to be in the wine industry and tomorrow I'm going to have my own business. I'm going to be making millions of dollars. I'm going to be very successful. That is not realistic. See, a lot of us, we make the mistake of having goals that's not realistic. You can see it all the time when people have New Year's resolutions about losing weight. They tell themselves, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks when they didn't even put on 20 pounds in 2 weeks in the first place. So you must be realistic about whatever goal you set, and that's exactly what my friend had to do. Now you have to make sure that it's time bound, meaning that you have a specific amount of time that you're going to work on that goal to move from one step to the next step. For example, let's say my friend said to himself, you know what? For 5 days out the week, I am going to read for 5 minutes about the wine industry. And he did that for what, say, 2 weeks, right? And then after that, he said to himself, I'm going to start reading for 10 minutes a day in the 3rd week. And he keeps on increasing that because now he has a goal that is time bound. He can measure that. He can see how much time he's putting towards that goal on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And what happens over time is he starts putting time towards his dream from days to weeks to months and to years. And see, if you have a dream you want to accomplish, you also must have a SMART goal. You have to have something that is specific, that is measurable, that's achievable, that's realistic, and that's time bound. And a lot of y'all, you're not making your dreams happen like my friend with the dream to be in the wine industry because you don't have any SMART goals. So I want to encourage you to sit down and ask yourself, what is it I want to accomplish? What is my dream? And look and see if you have a SMART goal. And if you don't, I want you to sit down and write down the specific tasks you can start taking today that's going to move you towards that dream. And you want to make sure that it's something that is measurable. I'm going to start reading a minute a day. I'm going to start reading 5 minutes a day. Make sure it's measurable. Then you want to ask yourself, is this achievable? Is it something I can attain? And then if you want to move towards that dream, you have to also ask yourself, is it realistic? You don't want to have a dream that's so huge that you're trying to do in an unrealistic amount of time. And that's why it's important that you must be time bound. You have to ask yourself, can I accomplish this dream in a certain amount of time? Don't tell yourself you're going to be a multi-millionaire tomorrow when you're only making $20,000 a year right now. That is not something you can do in a realistic amount of time. And if you do that to yourself, you're going to be discouraged and you're not going to go after your dream. So this is how you create a SMART goal. You want to make sure your SMART goal is something that is realistic to you, that you stick with. Because if you don't have a SMART goal, you're going to be like my friend who wants to be in the wine industry who still haven't taken action on his dream. So I want to encourage you to create a SMART goal so you can make your dream happen in your life. If you like this video, I want to ask you to like and share this video. Also hit that bell button so anytime I post a video, you are alerted. Always remember that you're worthy to be great. But in order for you to realize those dreams in your life, you must have SMART goals. So create a SMART goal for your dream because you are worthy to be great.